Also, the inner child needs protection, because when you first start this work, it's like there's a part of your head that when you get all this family system stuff and you really begin to understand it, it's kind of shocking at first. You know, it's like I've had people write me out of the family series and they say, "You ruined my childhood. I had this great childhood till you came along." You know, I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's childhood. We're trying to heal the child so that we can have this child in our life. And we've spent several programs looking at all that painful feeling work that you have to go through, I think, to finish the past. You can't finish something unless you grieve it. Now that we've grieved it and we've reclaimed the child, now we begin to re-champion the child, or champion the child, or reparent the child, and to begin to give this child the kind of nurturing that the child never got. Now, in the process, we need protection, because there's a part of my kid that goes, "Wait a minute, you know, I don't know whether I trust these new people, or these people that are writing, or these things I'm reading. No, when I read Alice Miller, I really get it," and then I go away and little voices come on and say, "Now, wait a minute, you didn't have that bad a childhood. You had 3 squares and a roof over your head. Let's don't get carried away here." And some of you know very well, like when you're working on sexual addiction, or you're working on sexual abuse or physical abuse, how at first when you start getting to memories, it seems like, well, wait a minute, you know, maybe I'm just making this up. See, I see some of your heads nodding. And then gradually you begin to get it that, whoa, wait a minute. And all these pieces start coming together as you find out the truth of your childhood. So in the process, we need protection, because it's very scary to the child to leave home. Some of you may remember the program we did where we did the homecoming meditation. And I said, you're standing there with your child and you see your parents come out on the porch. Tell them goodbye and start walking. Well, when we do this in the workshops, oh man, people just start wailing, because it's very scary to leave those parents. And in a sense, my hope is you leave in order to go back. That is, you leave in order to have a relationship with them. I have the best relationship with my mother that I've ever had. I held my father on his deathbed. Even though we didn't have much of a relationship, we had as much as we could have at the end. So the goal here is not to say I'm never going to have anything to do with my family again. It is to leave so that I can become the person I was meant to be, that I can build my own boundaries, have my own life, and then I can choose what kind of relationship I want to have with that family. And hopefully you will want to have a relationship. You love them. You do want to have a relationship with them.